Have you ever wondered why upgrading your laptop with more RAM or an SSD suddenly makes it feel super fast? And if SSDs are so amazing, then why do hard drives still exist? Today I'll explain RAM, SSD, and HDD in the simplest way possible, what they do, why they're expensive, and which one actually improves performance the most. Imagine your computer is a kitchen. The chef is the CPU. RAM is the kitchen counter where ingredients are kept temporarily while cooking. The SSD or HDD is the refrigerator where everything is stored permanently. Now here's the important part. A bigger counter, meaning more RAM, helps the chef work on more things at the same time. A faster refrigerator, meaning an SSD, helps bring ingredients quickly. But an old hard drive is like a slow refrigerator with a rusty door. RAM stands for Random Access Memory. It is temporary memory. Whenever you open apps, games, Chrome tabs, or edit videos, the data is loaded into RAM because RAM is extremely fast. But here's the catch. RAM forgets everything when the computer turns off. That's why it's called volatile memory. Power off is equal to RAM data lost. If your system has low RAM, your computer starts struggling when multiple applications are open. That's why 4 GB RAM laptops feel slow today, while 16 GB feels smooth for most users. HDD means hard disk drive. This is the traditional storage device computers have used for decades. Inside an HDD, there's an actual spinning disk and a moving needle that reads data physically. Because it uses moving mechanical parts, it's slower, makes noise, generates heat, and can fail if dropped. But HDDs are still popular because they are cheap. You can buy massive storage like 1 TB or 2 TB for a very low price. SSD stands for solid-state drive. Unlike hard drives, SSDs have no moving parts. They use flash memory chips, similar to advanced versions of the memory inside smartphones. Because there are no spinning disks, SSDs are much faster. Boot Windows in seconds, open games quickly, transfer files faster, and make laptops feel instantly responsive. An SSD can be 5 to 20 times faster than a normal hard drive, depending on the type. So why are SSDs expensive? Because the technology inside them is far more advanced. SSDs use NAND flash memory chips, controllers, cache systems, and high-speed architectures. Making these tiny memory chips requires extremely advanced semiconductor manufacturing. That's why SSD prices are higher compared to traditional hard drives. But prices are dropping every year. A few years ago, SSDs were considered luxury upgrades. Today, they're almost essential. Now you might ask, if HDDs are cheaper, why not just use them? Because modern software has become much heavier. Operating systems, games, browsers, editing software, everything expects fast storage now. With an HDD, Windows boots slowly. Apps take longer to open, games load slowly, multitasking feels laggy. But switching to an SSD makes even an old laptop feel new. So now you understand why SSDs are replacing hard drives everywhere. But here's something most people don't know. Not all SSDs are equally fast. Some SSDs are insanely faster than others. And in part 2, I'll show you the real difference between SATA SSDs and NVMe SSDs. Which one is worth your money, and the biggest mistake people make while upgrading laptops. So subscribe now, because part 2 might save you from buying the wrong SSD.